Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Attack on Titan. This is season 4, episode 21. And I don't even know if we should get into things here in the intro, because then it's just gonna spiral out of control again with all that's happening and back and forth between the brothers there. And yeah,
Eren's got the upper hand now.
it certainly
Let's
seems
just
like
leave
it.
it at that, right?
Yeah. And then we, of course, talked a lot about it in the previous one and tried to make sense of it, but ultimately, arrived at the conclusion where they'll show us when we need to know everything. Other than that, it's just there's a danger of just spiraling out of control with the theories and thoughts and whatnot. But is there anything else that you want to say or mention before we start? Nope. I only have one thing. Just Levi, maybe soon. Showing us.
God damn it.
What? Yeah, you guys know, you know what's gonna happen most likely, but you also know how attached we are to that character and how much we really want to know whether or not we should start mourning him or if we should get excited about his eventual return. So just come on. But let's jump into it, and you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Attack on Titan, where we are done at this point with part 2 of the final season. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go. Oop, okay. Picking up from that point. Actually showing us the battle. Huh. I don't know if I want to see that. That is some brutal shit.
まだ親父が俺に食われるところを見てないぞ。
Oh.
Yeah.
お前の記憶を見るに、始祖の巨人を奪っても自分がその力を使えないことを知っていたから。しかし、始祖を奪い、それをお前に託した。もっと先の未来を見たからだ。
Yeah.
あんたが俺を親父の記憶に連れ込んだおかげで、今の道がある。始祖ユミル！すべてのユミルの民から生殖能力を奪え！父親の記憶からどんな未来の景色を見たか知らないが、お前はすべてを見たわけじゃないんだろ。お前は無力なままだ。
Whoa, 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 whoa. How the fuck?
He broke off his...
Yeah.
この世の何者にもできない。
In this world.
Yeah, no one in... does that have any significance to that? Eren has still seen some sort of future where, he knows what he needs to I'm sure, this is not gonna stop him, you know?
No, yeah. And with that, I meant... No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Man, it's so interesting how everything just shifted during the last one, and how Zeke looks upon his father now.
It's almost like it's as if they constantly, you're mentioning Uno reverse. It's almost like they're doing the Uno thing where they are just +2 and +2 and +2 and +2 each other all the time. So it just flings back and forth, and then
fuck you, deadlock.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're just gonna see who's gonna end up with the in the losing end.
Yeah. But it's still, as I said, more interesting with how Zeke has been so focused on Grisha, and it was Grisha who brainwashed Eren, but no. From You, 2,000 years ago.
What?
Oh, whoa, yeah, that's a reference to the first episode. That is To You, or something, right? 2000, oh, yeah.
ヒストリアはもうちょっと女の子らしくしないと。
And now we're seeing this again, with Frida and Historia.
ヒストリアもこの子が好きでしょ？いつも他の人を思いやってる優しい子だからね。
Oh, so we're gonna see.
Whoa, all the way back in time. Oh, yeah, 2,000 years ago. Whoa.
この世界は辛くて厳しいことばかりだから。みんなから愛される人になって。
Okay, we're gonna see when she touches.
助け合いながら生きていかなきゃいけないんだよ。
この中に豚を逃がした者がいる。名乗り出よ。でなければ全員から片目をくり抜く。奴隷に目玉は2つもいらぬ。
Interesting. How they're like none of them have pupils in their eyes. Whoa, they all.
逃がしたのはお前か。よかろう。お前は自由だ。
Wow. Free to be fucking hunted.
Yeah, for sport.
Shh. Really old tree? What's gonna foul? What the shit?
What? Ew.
Wow, that's nightmare material right there.
Absolutely.
我が部族エルディアは随分と大きくなった。褒美だ。我の子種をくれてやる。
Huh?
Yeah. And she just spits out children.
Yeah.
She's
It's still
she's just a broodmare at this point.
Broodmare, yeah.
Broodmare.
Still being like submissive to like why did
Yeah.
she remain a slave? Just to do his bidding. Oop. Even sacrificing her own life for him. Why?
お前がやりごときで死なぬことは分かっておる。我が奴隷ユミルよ。増え、娘たちよ。何としてでもユミルの力を引き継ぐのだ。ユミルの体をすべて食い尽くせ。マリア、ローザ、
Oh,
シーナ。
names of the walls. Fuck, this is horrible to watch.
娘が死ねば背骨を孫に食わせよ。孫が死ねばその背骨は子から子へ。我が御所においても我が がエルディアはこの世の大地を個体で支配し、我が巨人は永久に君臨し続ける。我が世が尽きぬ限り永遠に。終わりだ。俺が誰も従わなくていい。お前が決めていい。何をする気だ。何をしている。ユミル、俺の命令に従え。待っていたんだろう、ずっと。俺は王家の血を引く者だ。2000年前から誰かを。
Finally see her eyes. She's a person. What the?
What?
What is?
The wrong
No! Oh shit! He fucking did it! What even is he? Now we at least know what that something looks like. But what is it? And what is Eren turning into? My fucking...
これは何。大きすぎる。やったんだ。エレンが。聞こえない。僕たちが。
We won?
エレンが始祖を掌握した。
I don't...
帰ってきた。私たちのところに。
No, I don't think so, because
おかしい。これはまさかウォールマリアの壁まで崩壊している。マーレの連合軍を潰すだけならこんなに必要ないよ。
It's not just the alliance of Marley.
俺の名はエレン・イエーガー。始祖の巨人の力を介し、全てのユミルの民へ話しかけた。俺の目的は俺が生まれ育ったパラディ島の人々を守ることにある。壁の巨人はこの島の外にある全ての地表を踏み鳴らす。そこにある命をこの世から駆逐するまで。
Eren. Whoa. That's a lot. This episode was a lot.
a lot.
But alright, just the title alone, as we said when we saw it, referring all the way back to the first episode. This one was called From You 2000 Years Ago, and then the first episode was called To You in 2000 Years. And yeah, now we get that link, and that link between Ymir, the founder, the original Titan, all the way up till Eren. And I'm still not quite sure I understand why or how Ymir was still beholden to this king and still submissive to him and still a slave, and like why she did his biddings. Or did I miss something very obvious in that episode about why?
No.
Because it was like they got conquered, their village there, and then the people got enslaved, and we got the scene there where everyone sort of pointed their finger at her because she let out a horse or something.
Pig?
A pig, yeah. And he said, "You're free," but she was just running and being hunted, and that was hard to watch. And that's when she found this
Thing.
Cave that then led her down into the water, and this caterpillar looking creature, glowing and extremely powerful, and like we've heard that before, and we also got it in the info screen in this one, where the legend of Ymir, that she came into contact with
something.
Yeah, something. And we certainly don't know what that something really is and where it comes from. Like, there's no explanations there just yet, but now we know what it looks like. And but I'm still curious, like, because after then, she came into contact with it and turned into a huge and hideous, monstrous titan. But then she just did his bidding anyway and expanded his empire and had his children and was beholden. So like that whole royal blood thing, and that, not being able to break out of that, and always being sort of enslaved by the royals, like that started all the way back then. But why?
I think perhaps because Eren was talking to Ymir and spoke directly to her and said, you have been waiting for me.
Yeah.
You're a person. You're not enslaved to anyone.
Yeah.
You are, and you must have been building towards something. You must have been waiting for me. You must have all these 2,000 of years. You must have been waiting for me or someone. And that's when we saw her eyes for the first time.
Yes.
So perhaps she was just basically building her revenge in a way.
Oh yeah.
And
the
the only way that she could get to that point was to get children, was to get the walls and have all these subjects made, and
So she enslaved herself in that way, you think, or
perhaps like it could be because like she was obviously, the way that she was raised seems like, or at least the way that she was living was definitely
and everyone
into this notion of like being ladylike. You have to be, and we've seen this before with Historia. We even saw that was how this episode started.
With
this explaining what does it mean to be ladylike, and I've been attacking that point of view before. We'll still do it, but at least perhaps this was just like that's the way that she was raised. That well, she had to do someone else's bidding, because apparently that's what
it means to be,
not directly, but definitely the way that I see it.
Yeah, you're a woman, you should be submissive.
You should be submissive, you should be kind and understanding, and you should be, liked by everyone. You should be kind to everyone and do the bidding basically. And perhaps she was just waiting for someone to set her free of that belief, and that would be Eren or someone setting her free, and then by setting her free, also setting, start this rumbling of her 2,000 years long revenge, and like the revenge of these enslaved people all along, right? Her and her subjects,
I totally get that. I'm just still, I guess, like, confused about why, like, what made her be so submissive to the ones who conquered her village, and why fight, like, because then
she was not submissive to those.
Well, she was. That was the people who came and conquered their village and enslaved them.
That was Somali.
No, that was the Eldians. That was the king that she obeyed, and she had his children. And they expanded the Eldian Empire, and he even said it.
That's
my
not
people,
how,
the Eldians.
I might be wrong about this, but I did not. That's not how I watched this. I saw it as they were people, like they were
they were living
a village.
Yeah.
And then the Malians came, and you could see it by they had some sort of that the way that they looked. was more Germanic, like old Germanic kind of.
Then
with
who did she?
And then when she then gained power, she might have, because there was a link that was kind of unclear, like how she ended up with the Eldian king, because then he talked about Eldian, the Eldians, and the Eldian.
Okay, I just thought that was the
kingdom.
same dude who just freed her and sent those people after her to hunt her down. That's why I got so confused, because I was like, why would she be like submissive to him or like do his bidding when he like?
But the clothes were different, and I'm pretty sure that they
okay.
mentioned that the tribe was Mali, and then like
Okay, so it's just because they maybe jumped ahead a little bit there. She turns into a Titan, and then she pledges her allegiance to the Eldian king who was fighting
against
the other invaders. Okay.
At least that's how I understood it, and as I said, I could be wrong.
And I could also then be wrong, because that's not how I understood it. So okay, let's move away from that, because people in the comments are just going to be screaming at us now. Yeah. Hopefully I'll understand more when I edit it and rewatch it, and we can talk about it again.
Yeah, sure.
They'll show us more in the next episodes. Okay. But yeah, okay, either way, she's been planning her revenge, or their revenge, for such a long time, with the rumbling there, and
she's been building all these
colossal titans.
Yeah, we saw that.
And has been enslaved to this royal bloodline for so long, and was even obeying Zeke, who also has the royal blood, but it took someone like Eren to go against all of that and be the person to actually free her from that commitment. And as soon as that happened, then he took over the founding Titan for real, or the founder, and was able to do this, where he's now going to trample the entire world besides, the island, and just kill everyone out there, no matter if they have been brainwashed or into hating the Eldians, or if they truly do it, or like, no matter the reason, if they are against us, now they are going to die, all of them. And I don't know if Armin is just perfectly fine with that, but it sort of seemed like it.
Sure. Well, he did. No.
He did have a reaction to it, but like, he had no issue. Like, he was like, "We won, and now Eren gets to do this rumbling thing."
Yeah.
But then he also realized that, okay, now like, all the walls are coming down. We don't need that many to take out Mali, so that must mean
he's gonna take out everyone.
Yeah, and then he talked to everyone and told them explicitly what he was going to do. So yeah, sure. I don't know if Armin is completely okay with that, but was at least okay with like trampling parts of the world, or just Mali with these colossal titans. But Eren is then taking it just a few hundred steps further.
But Zeke also told us in the last one, or the one before that Ymir was enslaved, or thought she was enslaved to the royal bloodline. And Fritz, the first one, was royal bloodline. And perhaps that's why she was just thinking that she was enslaved to these people all along. And then Eren came along and said, well, you're not enslaved. You're not a slave. You're not... You're not...
So it wasn't some sort of like magic bond that enslaved her. It was just all up there in her head, and she just needed to be told
or something.
Yeah. In the same way that we've seen normal people be indoctrinated in this series a bunch of times, with especially the Eldians who live the Mali side of things, and how to think of the people on the island as devils and yada yada. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
it's a wow big like, it really feels like we're in the end game now.
Or at least leading up to it.
or at least leading very much up to it. And if I didn't know already that there's a part 3 coming, then it would make I would totally be like, yeah, sure. Seems like we're sort of wrapping up, and then in 7 or how many episodes it is, then that's gonna be the end. But no, apparently not. Like there's still a bunch of story left for them to tell. But things really fucking escalated in this one, and it, like as soon as they got back to reality or the present time, whatever, and that creature caterpillar looking thing was just like growing out of Eren's neck, and we don't even like really saw exactly what he turned into, or was it just a really, really big like skeletal looking caterpillar? Like no matter what it was huge, enormous, gigantic, like way, way bigger than even all the colossal titans inside of the wall. So, but like, what the fuck's gonna happen from here on? It just seems like the rest of the world is doomed. And again, I must really say, isn't there a better solution, a better option than this? Like something else where you don't have to kill everyone, Eren. Like I really get the whole thing that also a bunch of you guys have been saying in the comments, where no, we don't just expect them to just sit down and die, or just let the rest of the world try and to come and kill them. But it is a fantasy story. There must be some element, or they must at some point introduce a solution where they don't have to kill everyone.
No, I think that's the whole point of this. It's just to show that
how horrible everything is. And
and
if the world is horrible, then you can't put it on the right track. You can't force it on the right track. In that way, you just have to choose a side and then kill everyone else.
Or at least like that violence beget violence is like a vicious cycle of then someone is in power and trying to try to right some previous wrongs and try to free your people and everything. And that just ends up hurting. Like if it comes from a place of avenging or revenging, then it's just gonna continue in a cycle. That it's like that, and that's it is like human nature, right? We constantly battle each other because there will always be people in power who wants to be and continue to be in power.
I get it. I just want there to be another point to the story other than just look at how horrible everything is, and it's gonna continue being horrible because we are horrible. Period.
But some stories are like that.
Sure, totally. And like, I'm not saying that stories shouldn't be like that. It's just, to me personally, I really hope there's more to this story than just that, because then they should just end it right now, because we got that point. Like we totally, like, they have hammered that point home several times, how horrible the world is and how cruel people can be. Like, I get that now. There must be another point to the story since it keeps going. Like, if it's just gonna...
Perhaps
yeah.
Not.
We'll see. It's at least still a very interesting and entertaining story, and surprising. So many surprises. And really well, like some of the imagery we've seen recently. Wow. And of course the animation as well is amazingly good. Not that it has been really bad at any point, but wow. That's at least another element of the series, like besides the story, where it's just the visuals and the music, to me at least, is something that I still enjoy so much. But now everyone knows, like all the Eldians at least, because Eren was talking to everyone there, and even the ones who are still on the Mali side of things. And
even people in Titan form.
Yeah.
So I saw pixies there. So.
But they all... Did you see pixies?
Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I saw pixies.
Oh, I saw Keith Shadis at least.
Oh, maybe it was him.
Because that was I thought that was Pixies at first just because of the
yeah,
bald head.
okay,
I don't I think unfortunately
Okay, so maybe never
they're
mind.
gone.
Sorry.
But everyone else who isn't a Titan, Peak was probably still in Titan form, but of course not in the same way. But they all know now. Are they all going to go along with this? How are they going to feel about it? Like, what is the people he's doing this for? Are they going to all agree with this plan of his? Or is he going to force them to agree?
Yeah, and also, like, what's if they don't agree? How can they stop him, or how can they...
That's true, because it just seems inevitable now that Eren is gonna get his fucking will, and no one can stop him. Nothing can stop him. But there must be something that can still go wrong for him, or options for others and whatnot, because we still got a bunch of episodes left. And there's still...
We also saw Hanji. Wasn't that Hanji standing there?
Oh yeah, sorry, there was just so many. I didn't even like.
It was
look,
sorry. I
but
was just thinking that we still don't know anything about Levi.
True,
and then I
true.
saw someone who looked like, I think perhaps was Hanji. Could also just be, I don't know, Peak or something. But
yeah, definitely. That's another one of those unknowns where we still don't know what happened ultimately with Levi and Hanji. But that might be one of the things that can affect the story in a new way. We'll see. It's at least crazy as all hell what's going on. And it's like talking about whose side are you on and all that. Like that's completely over. We're just along for the ride now, and let's see what options there are, and what the hell it's going to end with, and if Eren is going to get his will or not, which is to kill everyone except for the people on the island. Wow. Do you have anything else you want to add to this? No. Yeah, gonna needed to let we're gonna need for it to. We're gonna let. I can't talk anymore. I needed to sink in. I'm gonna let it sink in.
Yes.
Everything that just happened, and then we can talk about it a little more before we continue on with the next. But that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Attack on Titan season 4, episode 21. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.